Welcome back to another YouTube video to talk about Raw, NXT, and AEW. So, Raw, Cody and Seth, you already knew this was happening again. They basically did promos against each other and led to Cody fighting Kevin Owens in the main event. He beat Kevin Owens by countout. We had a women's tag team title match, Naomi and Sasha versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Tag team champions retain, and then Rhea turns on Liv Morgan. Like we didn't see that coming. Sonya Deville basically says why she wanted to challenge Bianca for the championship. The reason why is because she's never had the Raw Women's Championship before, and she thought, hey, this is my time to get it. Adam Pearce fined Bianca $1. Veer Mahan beat Jeff Brooks, and that jobber got a stretcher treatment. Ezekiel did a lie detector test with Kevin Owens, and Ezekiel passed the lie detector test. And then Ezekiel versus Chad Gable happened, and Ezekiel beat Chad Gable. No. Well, yeah, he did. He beat him by DQ because Otis came in and attacked him. Street Profits versus RK Bro. Street Profits win because the Usos music played, which distracted RK Bro, which caused them to lose. Edge and Damian Priest attack AJ Styles in the locker room. Theory beat Finn Balor for his U.S. Championship, so Theory is U.S. Champion now. And then we had a double wedding with Dana Brooke and Reggie and Tamina and Akira Tozawa. 24/7 title changes hands like 3 different times, and then Dana Brooke gets it back. NXT. Our closing moment in NXT was Braun Breaker getting pushed off of this platform by Joe Gacy. We had Pretty Deadly versus Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson. Pretty Deadly beat them, as you would expect. Because, the real tag team beating two single stars should be the thing that happens. Santos and Tony D'Angelo are going to have a match at some point. Tony D'Angelo put a dead fish on Santos's car, and Tony D'Angelo had like two goons attack Legado del Fantasma. I think that's who they attacked. Or was it Santos? Saray versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton beat Saray. Grayson Waller versus Songa. Did Grayson Waller lose? No, Grayson Waller won that match. My bad. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, the two dudes attacked Santos because Legado del Fantasma were fighting Grizzled Young Veterans, and Grizzled Young Veterans win that match because Legado del Fantasma got distracted. Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar. Carmelo Hayes wins, and we're getting a triple threat for the North American Championship in like 2 weeks. Natalia beat Tatum Paxley in like 4 minutes. Wesley versus Zion Quinn. Match was good. Zion Quinn beat Wesley. I have no idea if they're gonna make Wesley like a jobber now. I would honestly hope not, but it's possible. New Japan and AEW, they're gonna do a joint show. Um, Other than that, we have Wardlow beat Butcher. We had CM Punk beat Dustin, and CM Punk and Hangman Page had a stare down. So that's going to be your main event for your next pay per view, right? Probably. And CM Punk, I'm gonna be perfectly okay with CM Punk winning the championship there. Like maybe you don't want him to win the title if he's not winning it in Chicago, but hey, I'm fine with whatever they want to do. Blackpool Combat Club versus Brock Anderson, Lee Moriarty, and Dante Martin. Blackpool Combat Club win, obviously. If you're expecting anything less, come on now. Jay White is going to be on that New Japan Cross AEW show. Adam Cole's going to fight Tomohiro Ishii on Rampage on Friday. Well, today. Jungle Boy versus Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly wins, and he's in the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. Hook debuts on Dynamite, beat squashes some guy, and then Danhausen comes in the ring and he's like, "Since I can't curse you, I'm gonna fight you." Hook will destroy Danhausen. Sammy Guevara shows up and he cuts a promo, basically talking about how he's TNT champ now, and he's like, "Well, if anybody doesn't like my relationship, screw him." So yeah, he's a heel. Um, Frankie was going to challenge Scorpio's. No, sorry. Frankie was going to challenge Sammy to a TNT title match, but then Scorpio Sky comes in backstage and he's like, "Hey, I always respected you, but hold up. When I get the title back, then I'll give you a shot." And Frankie's like, "All right." We had Britt Baker versus Daniel Kamiya. Britt Baker wins, as you would expect. You need as many big names in that women's tournament as possible. So yeah, Britt Baker winning, right call. They're in Pittsburgh, so Britt got cheered like crazy. Darby Allen versus Andrade. Darby Allen beat Andrade, as he should. Darby Allen wins another coffin match, which is basically, I guess, Darby's specialty now because he's won two of them, and there have only been two, I think. But yeah, this match was good. Table spot. Uh, Sting jumped off the scaffolding again, which is a commonplace thing for Sting now, I guess. Yeah. And then what? The Andrade family office try to interfere. Sting fights him off. Darby fights him off. Jose, the assistant, runs down to try to stop Andrade from going in the casket. Darby fights him off and then does a suicide dive to get Andrade in the casket and then slams the casket on him with thumbtacks. So yeah, match was good. AEW and New Japan show gonna be great. Let me 1 sec. Let me look up this Rebellion card real fast because I have no idea what 8 teams are gonna be in that tag match. Pack this one. Rebellion 2022. All right, let me check these matches real fast. All right, so first match we got Trey Miguel versus Ace Austin versus Speedball Mike Bailey. I say Trey Miguel wins because I don't think they'll do a big title change on YouTube. We got tag team champions, women's tag team champions, knockouts tag team champions. Sorry. Influence, which Madison Rain and Tennille versus the Inspiration, Cassie Lee and Jesse McKay. I'll go with Madison and Tennille to retain. Moose versus Josh Alexander for the World Championship. I'd be fine with Josh Alexander winning. I'll go with that. Jonathan Gresham versus Eddie Edwards. Non-title match because Eddie Edwards doesn't want the ROH World Championship. I'll go Gresham. Yeah, I'll go Gresham wins here. Jono versus Tomohiro Ishii. I gotta go with Tomohiro Ishii. Tasha Steeles versus Rosemary. Tasha Steeles. That's for the Knockouts Championship. Deanna Purrazzo versus Ty Valkyrie for the AAA Reina Del Rey Championship. Ty Valkyrie. Chris Sabin versus Jay White versus Steve Macklin in a triple threat. I'll go Chris Sabin. And then Violent by Design versus 7 other teams. Good Brothers are in there. a team from Honor No More is in there. I'm sure Willie Mack and Rich Swan will be in there. Who else? So a team from Bullet Club. Well, it's Good Brothers. So yeah, that's Bullet Club. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who else is gonna be in there. Uh, I'll say maybe they give it to Team Honor No More. Or if I guess if Matt Cardona and Brian Myers are in there, maybe give it to them. I'll go if they're in it. I'll go Cardona and Myers. If they're not in it, then I'll go. Hmm. Do you go back to Bullet Club? Do you give it back to Bullet Club? Or maybe you just let Violent by Design keep it? I really don't know. Um, if Matt Cardona is sorry, if Matt Cardona and Brian Myers are in there, I don't see why W. Morrissey wouldn't come in there with a tag partner of his own. Maybe he brings back Enzo. Hey, maybe we get Morrissey and Enzo in that tag match. You know what? If they're in it, I'll go with them. But I don't know if they're going to be in it or not, so I'll just go with the concrete pick. Um, as much as I don't want to see it happen, no, I'm not going to go with the Good Brothers. I'll go with Willie Mack and Rich Swan. There you go. Willie Mack and Rich Swan for the new tag team champions. Oh, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys later.